I'm receiving so many questions under my videos lately, so I basically decided to make a video. I can answer live all your questions. I will try to answer to everyone. I decided to make a video about it so I can give more precise, directions and answers, because sometimes it's very difficult to answer just by comments, even if, I do my best to answer and reply to all the comments that I see under my videos. So let's jump into it. If you are new here, actually, just to let you know, we basically talk about meta ads for e-commerce specifically. I own an e-commerce agency called Scale It, where we basically scale e-commerce brands mainly through paid advertising, mainly through meta ads and ad creatives. We spend a lot of money every month on ads, so we have a lot of insights that we share here, that I share here for everyone, so everyone can just improve their results and ideally in the future come work with us. So first question is from Napapiji. I hope the pronunciation is correct. Don't know if it's a name, but yeah, this is the person. I really appreciate the value you shared in this video, so thank you for that. Also, I love to know if it would be possible for you to make another video where you actually apply the entire strategy, for example, to a jewelry brand and show us exactly how you would proceed. So this question was referring specifically to a video that I made about meta ad strategy and how, the new meta structure that you should follow and the new meta strategy in terms of creative strategy and ad strategy in terms of structure should apply for different brands. And then there are I received some questions similar to this one. People ask me about jewelry brand and fashion brands. I would say they're kind of similar to each other. And so how it works. So what I would do for jewelry brand and fashion brand is basically this one. The first thing that you need to understand is that if you have some main SKUs that are bringing a lot of the revenue, like most of the revenue. Sometimes I see brands that have a lot of different SKUs, but then there are 2 or 3 SKUs that are bringing 80% of the revenue. So what I would do in this case is have one campaign for each of these products. So one CBO for the product number 1, one CBO for product number 2, one CBO for product number 3. I would restrict this to maximum 3 best products, ideally even 1 or 2. And in this one single CBO setup, I will launch a new ad set. And then in this new ad set, what you need to do, basically you need to maximize the number of ads within each single ad set. Don't launch ad set with 5, 6 different ads, but keep 20, 30, 40, 50, okay? The more you add. So with Andromeda, what you have to do is basically minimize the number of ad sets, maximize the number of ads within each single ad set. Because what you need to understand is not just the ad that is performing best in terms of ROAS, but also the ads that is performing best in terms of amount spent. And then also, if you check my other video about GEM, which is the new delivery system within Andromeda, now Meta is not optimizing anymore the single ads, but it's optimizing the set of ads. So the actual funnel of ads that you give to Meta, okay? So what you need to do, you create different ad sets, and then in different ad sets you put a lot of different ads at different user awareness stages with different angles within the same single ad set. And then you put the budget CBO, and every time you have new ads, you want to launch a new ad set, okay? Or you can add existing ads within the existing ad set if the existing ad set is not performing well, okay? Because you can restart the learning if the learning that just doesn't matter, because if your ads are performing bad, doesn't matter for you to keep waiting, and do not reset the learning. You want to reset the learning in that case. If the ad set is working already, just leave it there, launch a new one, okay? And also I would have another campaign. It's gonna be probably a dynamic ad, probably just as a retargeting campaign, and probably a general catalog ad just for a broad audience, with all the products within the catalog, and one for retargeting. This is basically what I would do. Okay, cool. So question number 2 from Shampak. Wonderful video. Could you kindly make a specific video for skincare brands? How to structure the campaigns? So let's say we have about 30 products. How many ad sets should we have? Settings, Advantage Plus, should it be set to purchase, awareness for top of funnel, or all the campaigns should be focusing on optimized for purchases? Should we optimize for more volume or put a CPA cap or target ROAS? Regarding targeting, should we keep, very long question. Regarding targeting, should we keep it absolutely open or should we give some suggestions to Meta? I've watched multiple videos but still not clear how to advertise all products together. Hope to hear from you soon. Yes, so Basically, Shampack, the concept is similar to the answer that I gave before. So if you have 30 products, most likely you don't have to advertise all of them. You need to focus on the main performing products that you have right now in your store, and then you can have some catalog campaign, just dynamic catalog campaign for broad and retargeting. In terms of campaigns, you always have to optimize the settings for purchases. Don't do it for brand awareness or whatever. Always do it for purchases. You need to optimize for highest volume. Don't do target CPA or target or like big cap or target ROAS unless you are okay with spending very little money and make a high ROAS. But like ideally you don't want to spend 2-3k a month on a 5x ROAS. You want to spend 50k a month on a 3x ROAS. Okay, this should be your goal, because e-commerce is a volume game. You want to have as much spend as possible and make a lot of volume to have returning customers and then be profitable and maximize your contribution margins. Also, if you do target cap and target ROAS only, Meta is not learning because it's not spending. Okay, what you can do is have a bid cap on top. You can have your best performing set of ads, not only one but a lot of different ads inside the bid cap. You can put a bid cap. This is working right now for us as well. We'll probably make a case study about it because we're scaling very hard actually with this bid cap. Regarding targeting, should we keep it absolutely open or should we give suggestions to Meta? Absolutely open. Don't give any suggestions. At the end of the day, it's not really going to matter because Meta is going to expand the audience anyways. What you can do is only exclude existing customers, or you might want to exclude existing customers, website visitors, and engagers if you really want to push to super cold audience and top of funnel. But based on how Meta works right now, Meta is creating an entire funnel, so you shouldn't really exclude people because Meta is still getting data from the existing customers if they buy and use this data to feed the targeting for top of funnel and cold audience. So you're going to improve the entire funnel if you don't exclude. You will still have some budget spent over existing customers, yes, but again, try to control it, because if you're spending too much in existing customers, of course that doesn't make sense. So you need to control this basically. I have watched multiple videos but still not clear how to advertise the product together. Yeah, this is basically the answer to your question. Next one is from Roger, hair around, whatever. So very valuable, thank you. What is the testing process? Do you systematically add new creatives to the existing ad set? How many creatives can be launched per day without disrupting the algorithm? So the thing is that you don't want to launch ads daily. You want to launch ads weekly or bi-weekly, because you need to give time to the algorithm to actually like take data and learn based on what is working. Check also the GEM video that I released. They explain exactly how the new like model targeting works within Andromeda, which is called GEM. You want to add new creatives inside the existing ad sets only if the ad set is not working. So you launch the first batch of ads into an ad set, let's say with 30, 40, 50 ads. Then after a couple of weeks or 1 week based on your budget, you see that the performance are not going well. So you want to start turning off the ads. And then since you start turning off the ads, you can also add new creatives inside if you want, okay? If the ad set that you have launched with the initial batch is working well in terms of performance, then you want to launch a new ad set with all the new batch, with all the new creatives inside. This is basically the process. Then another question from Vaidas Kabu. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but yeah. Vaidas Kabu. Hi, one of the best content on YouTube about Meta ads. Thank you. One question about turning off ads or ad set. Are there situations where you pause an entire ad set instead of just turning off individual ads? If yes, what criteria do you use to make them come? Yeah. So basically, what can happen is that there is an ad set that initially launched with like 50 creatives, and then based on the performance, I might stop creatives and then add creatives, or just launch a new ad set. If I keep launching new ad set and then there is an old existing ad set that is just decreasing in performance, and then I have a new batch of creatives, I just turn off the entire ad set that I keep turning off ads inside. Doesn't have many ad set active anymore, so it's just not gonna work. And then I'm gonna launch a new ad set with a new batch inside. Yeah, this is basically it. Next question. Making a video like this for the fashion niche would be great, as it's a luxury product, not a problem-solving product. Okay, so for luxury product, the situation is different. We have worked as well with some luxury products, meaning like very high price point and everything. And so for luxury product, you need to think about psychology, like why people will buy, for instance, a cream that costs $300 compared to a cream that costs like whatever, $50 for the same cream. So you need to, in this case it's fashion, but it's kind of the same concept, because the actual outcome people get is the same. So now for skincare might be different, because you can leverage other things like the actual research and the ingredients and the people that actually use it and the way it's developed, a lot of different things. But like for luxury product instead, you need to leverage a lot influencers. So you need to go kind of outside the ads manager. You need celebrities and influencers. You need to really play a lot with storytelling, because people need to buy the story, not the product. And you need to think about how people will feel when they buy the product. Because, for instance, why people buy expensive fashion clothes compared to like Zara or H&M, for instance, or like even like mid-size or mid-quality product, or like there are some high-quality products, like high-quality fashion products, where the price is like around $70, but then people are spending, for instance, like $500 to buy the same t-shirt from like a luxury brand. Why this is happening? Because they create a community, they create an identity, and they do a lot of storytelling, okay, celebrities and everything. So you need to follow something like that, and then you can do ads, but you need to make sure that you have these things in place, okay? So all the content and everything that I just mentioned. Otherwise, most probably it's not gonna work. Then Roger Herroard and 4779. For fashion, should we combine several products in one ad set? Should we create one ad set for product or one kind of, so for fashion, what you can do is one CBO, different ad set, one ad set per product in different with the same AOV, or you can do one CBO different, one CBO, let's say for t-shirt, and then you have different ad sets for different t-shirts with different colors, or you can have different ad sets. I mean, depends in which phase you are, because if you don't know the winning product you have already within the fashion catalog, then you need to find that winning product you can scale, right? So once you have that winning product, then you create a CBO separate with different ad sets within the same product. So one CBO, one product, different ad set with different ads inside, and yeah, this is basically it. And then what you want to do, you want to have one campaign. Like your ideal goal is to have one campaign per product that you scale very hard. This is the actual end goal. So one campaign, let's say for your winning product, winning design, whatever, and number one, then another campaign for number two inside all the single ad sets with different content, following the strategy that I just mentioned already for the previous questions, okay? Yeah, this is basically it for this video, guys. Feel free to leave more comments under all my videos, even this one if you want. I will probably make another Q&A video probably next month. I will try probably to do like one video a month about this, so I can just go freestyle and answer all your questions. Yeah, this is basically it, guys, for this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.